Well, women, females that are for the streets are now approaching me. And because they always are going to deal from the bottom of the deck, they're going to always come up short. The outcome of this, unfortunately, a lot of them are going to end up unaliving themselves by men that already been burned by them a whole bunch of times. Don't want to have shit to do with them. And they're going to come up real short. And it's really sad because here's what I'm seeing. The ones that's for the streets, okay, all they little hustles they had, like I would say before the pandemic, during the pandemic, all the way until the stimulus money ran out, and ones that I would say more so the stimulus money ran out. Okay, because I'm seeing like too many like way over the top fine women that's for the streets. Fine females that's for the streets. I'm seeing them like, how like you make a sandwich? Let's say, for example, a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Okay, you got your peanut butter, got your jelly, right? And your bread. So you might take a standard, scoop of peanut butter. You put it on the bread, so you got some peanut butter on the bread, right? You open up your jelly or your jam or your preserve, and you get a decent scoop and spread it on the other bread. So when you put that peanut butter and jelly together, you got a sandwich versus taking, like two big scoops of peanut butter and putting it all on the bread and taking two big scoops of jelly, preserve, or jam, and putting it all on bread. You got a real thick, when you bite into it, peanut butter and jelly all right here, like a horseman took a shit on your face. No, and I'm saying that to say this is how these women are giving me attention. And then they're getting upset because I'm seeing like, this is for my viewers that's the same age as me. Y'all remember back in the 80s, especially you all, my viewers that's from Michigan, Detroit, you know what I mean? Where women had the big Louis Vuitton bag, purse. They didn't brought that back. And remember them real big gold earrings that Salt and Pepper was wearing when they made their first hit, Push It? Okay, they got the miniature size ones like that. They didn't brought that back. Okay, these women, usually this is how I do it now, along with all what I'm saying, is this. If they got on like super tight jeans, all right, okay, I automatically put them on the pay no mind list, leave them the fuck alone, because they for the streets, and she gonna attract bad attention. Because like before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and after the stimulus money ran out, women that was for the streets, they was, skanky and stuff like that, but they was like skanky in a different way where the men that they burned, he was pissed, but he never tried to come back and actually try to kill her or something. But whereas now, they starting to like get real skanky. They might set up and have some guys, rob and stuff, and they hop in a car and run and go somewhere else to spend the money. And, you don't know, you just mind your own business, and you don't know she robbed a whole bunch of people, and people may see her and come up and want to take her out and unalive both of y'all. You know what I mean? Because they're getting like really upset with me. Like I said, if I was in my teens or my 20s or my 30s, or even a little bit of my 40s, okay, whatever. But like I said, I'm 54. I've been off the market a long time ago. I'm an old retired hoe. You know what I mean? I love to look at women, but that's pretty much all it's going to be. You know what I mean? They ain't going to say nothing to me per se. But now, oh man, they on me like, oh, so you don't got nothing to say. And I'm like, what? And again, I would give some of them a chance per se. You know what I mean? But I watched them carefully. Like how an eagle watch. And eagles watch. So they always build deal from the bottom of the deck when they just simply didn't have to. you know, and that's where it's going to really, really, really be bad for them. I would say, just in general, you know, it's not going to get any better for them at all because they soften themselves, you know, instead of being, you know, like a lady. Y'all remember that song by The Temptations, Treat Her Like a Lady? You can't. Women's just from the females and women from the streets, or not from the streets, just for the streets. All you really could do is stay the fuck out their way and keep them out of your way, you know, because they're reckless, you know, and they're recklessly entitled and they're recklessly getting mad about it because no one isn't buying into their bullshit. You know, I see too many of them come around, you know, I make sure, you know, might do something like this, you know, and button up right here and, you know, grab a little book or something, you know, gee, you know, what's up, you know, and they glaring at me like, well, fucking, you ain't fooling nobody, you know, and I'm not doing anything, you know, I just basically try to keep my distance from them because ever since they let go those 12,000 people from UPS, you know, and many other things, the repossessions, the increase of the rent, the evictions, and blah, 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 blah. And especially what happened yesterday with that outage, you know what I mean? Oh, they was in rare form. And I can see, you know, they're just not going to ever come correct, really, for themselves as, I hate to say the word humans, but, you know, they happen to be that. They're not going to do themselves right. So if they ain't going to do themselves right by being ladylike, you know, and being non-entitled, you know, like Lenny Kravitz said in one of his songs, you know, just be a woman. Okay, it's over. It's over with. They didn't already unalive themselves because most men know and understand if they for the streets, hey, just leave them alone. And I don't mean it in a bitter way. I just don't do anything with them, you know, because you already know it ain't gonna work, you know. She ain't gonna never sit down and tell you the truth, you know. I'm like, I don't want to know every single thing about you, but you can at least tell me, you know, how many scandalous things you did in the last 5 days. You know, you can at least tell me that. No. She don't want to tell you nothing like that at all. So don't forget, hit that like button. Okay. If you're new, welcome. Hit that subscribe button for more content. And also hit that like button. And also to my viewers, thank you for what you all would be nothing. And thank you for all of my viewers that support the Bryant Watkins channel. And please continue to support the Bryant Watkins channel. And those of you who want to begin to support the Bryant Watkins channel, my Cashapp will be in the description section. So, like I said before, and put in the comment section, are y'all seeing any of this? Because this is how it is over here in Michigan. It really is. And it's starting to get worse. You know, like that, like I said about how to make them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And you know, it's all ethnicity of women. It is. The sisters, they so cold. They just can't believe it. Don't nobody want them. You know, and I'm like, back up. What's that song? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road. LaQuisha, don't bring your ass back no more. Get down.